So we are looking at transformations. Now in this video we are going to focus on the structure such as so that clause, to dash dash to, and the participial phrase. We are going to look at 4 things in our video. So let us start with so that. So that here we mean there is something between so and that. There is something between so and that. So how do you use so that? How do we use so that? So this is used to express result. We use so dash dash that to express result. What happened as a result of something? Look at the first example. I'll be explaining using examples. Mary was very annoyed. Consequently, she slapped her husband. So one thing that you have to know here is the word adjective. What is an adjective? An adjective is a word that describes a noun. A word that talks more about a what? A noun. For example, Mary was very annoyed. So annoyed is our adjective in this case. Mary was annoyed. Customers are funny. The head teacher was angry. Angry, funny, annoyed are adjectives, which are telling us how the noun was. So, the question will just be like that. Then in your answer, they'll tell you to begin with so. Immediately you just see so. Put the adjective after the word so. Once you just see so dash dash, put the adjective. So Mary was very annoyed. That is your adjective. Consequently, she slapped her husband. So annoyed, you always put the adjective after the word so. So it will be so annoyed. Now, again here, we do some inversions here. We swap the auxiliary verb and the noun or the subject. Mary was. So it's like we're just starting from annoyed, then you was, then to Mary. We cannot say so annoyed Mary was. No, that's wrong. So you say so annoyed was Mary. So in short here you are going to do an inversion. So annoyed was Mary. Not so annoyed Mary was. It's an inversion. So you are starting from here, adjective, then you go to the auxiliary verb, then you end with the what? The noun or the subject. So annoyed was Mary. Once you are done with that, that's when you can put the result, that she slapped her husband. So annoyed was Mary that she slapped her husband. Some customers are so funny that they even call her CC. So funny are some customers. Now remember here we can't say so funny are customers. No, we are just trying to express the noun for customers. So funny are some customers that they even call her CC. So funny are some customers that they even call her CC. So the common mistake that people make here is saying so funny some customers are. Please, I repeat, do an inversion here. Swap the auxiliary verb and the noun. So funny are some customers that they even call her CC. The head teacher felt so angry at being let down by his pupils that he punished them. Now, so angry, in this case we don't have was, because the head teacher was not angry, but he felt, meaning he did feel. There is an invisible did in this sentence. So angry did the head teacher feel. So angry did the head teacher feel. Or if you don't want to use the did, you can say so angry felt the head teacher. So angry felt the head teacher at being let down by his pupils that he punished them. Now we can also say so angry did the head teacher feel at being let down by his pupils that he punished them. So the result is always coming after that. Then what happened is always coming after the so. Great. Now let us look at that clause. So this is where we begin a sentence with that. That. For example, John came and it is a fact. John came and it is a fact. That. So mostly after that we put the first clause. The first clause. Then we join the second one. So that John came is a fact. That John came is a fact. Don't put a comma. That John came, comma, is a fact. No. Just say that John came is a fact. Now, to help you understand it better, let me skip 2 and 3 and go to question 4. Then we'll do 2 and 3 later. Musheke has wedded his fiancée, Chibera. This is good news. Musheke has wedded his fiancée, Chibera. This is good news. That, you see, this is very simple. That, you just get the first what? The first clause here and join it to the second one without putting a full stop or a comma. So the answer is that Musheke has wedded his fiancée, Chibera, is good news. Now we are not putting a comma, a full stop after Chibera. That Musheke has wedded his fiancée, Chibera, is good news. That's how we join sentences using the that clause. Then apart from that, you can find that sometimes they will start the sentence with what. For example, question 2. We had a wonderful time at the party. We had a wonderful time at the party. What? What? So in this case, the answer is what a wonderful time we had at the party. You are such a clever girl. Try this one. How is it going to be? You are such a clever girl. What? What a clever girl you are. What a clever girl you are. So this is just an inversion. Just need to know it by heart. What a clever girl you are. You end it like that. 2-2. This is also used to express result. He is a very good actor. He cannot forget his lines. He's a very good actor. He cannot forget his lines. He is too good to forget his lines. He is too good to forget his lines. So again here, we put the adjective after to. This one works more like so ... that. You put the adjective just after to. Then the result after the other two. Example 2. John was very happy and did not remember to say goodbye. John was very happy and did not remember to say goodbye. Begin. John was too happy to remember to say goodbye. Too happy to remember to say goodbye. Arnold is sick, so he must see a doctor. Arnold is sick, so he must see a doctor. Arnold is too sick not to see a doctor. Now here we cannot see Arnold is too sick to see the doctor. It's like Arnold cannot see the doctor. Arnold is not supposed to see the doctor. You see? So Arnold is too sick not to see the doctor. Meaning he must see a doctor. So Arnold is too sick not to see a doctor. Another example, I can give you another example. He is very intelligent. He cannot fail the examination. He is very intelligent. He cannot fail the examination. He is too intelligent to fail the examination. He is too intelligent to fail the examination. She is very beautiful. She cannot be single. She is very beautiful. She cannot be single. She is too beautiful to be single. She is too beautiful to be single. That's how you use 2-2. And lastly, we look at the participial phrase. So when we talk about the participial phrase, this is where we begin with a verb. For example, a snake bit my brother. He was walking in the bush. Walking. So once you see walking, you have seen that they have started a sentence with the verb. Go back to the statement. Go back to the question. and search where this word has been taken from. So where can you see the word walking in the question? Can you see it there? Just after was. He was walking. So you get what has remained there. What is coming after walking? So it's in the bush, right? Great. So even here, you are going to bring the same in the bush in your answer. Walking in the bush, then you put a comma. Walking in the bush, you put a comma. Now, when you say walking in the bush, you have started the sentence with a verb. A verb. Now remember, the normal order, the normal word order in a sentence should be subject, verb, then object. Subject, verb, then object. Now, you have started with the verb. So immediately after the comma, put the subject. Mention the subject. Who was walking? The subject, you mean what was performing the action, the verb that you have started with. So here, we have said walking in the bush. Now, who was walking in the bush? It's the brother. So, walking in the bush, comma, my brother was bitten. My brother was bitten by a snake. We cannot say walking in the bush, a snake bit my brother. Walking in the bush, a snake bit my brother. It's like the snake was even walking in the bush. Another example I can give you here is Mulenga is sweeping the house. Mulenga is sweeping the house. The house is being swept by Mulenga. So once you begin with the object, then you'll be forced to introduce some words such as by. So here it will be walking in the bush. My brother was bitten by a snake. The suspect was detained since morning. The police set him free in the evening. Detained. So let's go to the question. Where is detained? It's there, right? Just after was. What is coming after the detained? It's since morning. So we are going to connect the since morning there. Detained since morning, comma. Now you ask yourself a question. Who was detained? It's the suspect, right? Yes. So detained since morning, comma. The suspect was set free by the police in the evening. Because the police set the suspect free in the evening. So meaning the suspect was set free by the police. So mostly we introduce the word by here, was and by, because we change. We start with the object. So detained since morning, comma, the suspect was set free by the police in the evening. As we walked along the road, we were greeted by the head teacher. As we walked along the road, we were greeted by the head teacher. Walking. Let's go to the question. Where is walking? Walking is there just after we. Now, it was walked in the question. So you just go to the question and say, okay, where is this verb? Where has it been taken from? It has been taken from walked. Now it has been changed in the answer to present continuous tense. So, walked. What is coming after the walked? It's along the road. So you connect that to your walking. Walking along the road, comma. Now ask yourself, who was walking along the road? So as we walked, meaning we walked, we performed the action of walking. So walking along the road, the we is supposed to come just after the comma. So we were greeted by the head teacher. So that is about the participle phrase. You can check questions from different past papers. They are there. Try to answer